It's always been home, so I've never been a city girl. Paradise is where I'm from, that's where I was raised.
Paradise, you'll never find another place like Paradise.
I can still remember the first time that I fell in love with this town.
As cliche as it is, it's all that its name implies. It is so cute, so quaint.
People just knew who you were and you had a face.
You felt safe, you felt at home. The routines that we had were just, we loved them.
The tall green trees, the mountain breeze, the girl that made me shake on my knees.
Life was so good because I was in a niche and I was connected with people, and it changed.
Paradise Police, how can I help you?
We got a big fire.
There are spot fires all over and the wind is blowing like hell.
From the beginning, we've witnessed the extraordinary destruction.
All that remains of this home is the chimney, the family's burned out car below. Farther up the road, this home continues to burn.
Heard stories from those who tried to stop the unprecedented.
I burned part of my face. Trying to put water on the house, but the flames were just too much.
And learned the debilitating toll facing a mountain community.
I went to sleep Wednesday night, and then I woke up Thursday, and the town's gone, and half of McGilly is gone, and our lives are changed.
Survivors, now navigating an unwritten roadmap towards a new reality.
Everybody. I mean, I knew every single person here, all 281 residents.
My house survived, but I don't want to go back because it's the only house on the street.
This would be our 5th home in 6 months.
But, sorry, if I don't laugh, I'll cry, so.
I'm Vicki Gonzalez. I spent the past year with 4 families who called Paradise home. And despite everything, still do.
I mean, I have this little 7-week-old baby, homeless, and I'm just trying to take it all in.
Tonight, what I learned, what we all can learn about survival.
The largest and most deadliest wildfire in California history. I'm not proud that I was a part of it, but I'm proud that I lived through it.
In the face of uncertainty lies resiliency.
So she's literally been in her car since November 8th.
And the powerful thread of community.
The second we stepped up there and we started warming up, it was like home again.
Together, persevering towards hard-fought new beginnings.
We're building it for you, buddy.
Redefining the meaning of home.
One of these days, we're gonna see the sunset rise in paradise. One of these days, we're gonna rebuild that church on the corner. On a Sunday, singing Amazing Grace. Somebody getting married up on a Saturday. Just one of these days, one of these days.
My name is Amy Duncan. I've lived in Paradise recently now for 7 years, but I was born and raised there. So I lived in Paradise from the time I was born to 21. I've always been a mountain girl. I appreciate the mountains and the streams and the fresh air and the stars, the lakes, everything that's definitely not city life. So we're probably one of the lucky ones. We ended up at Gold Country Casino, which is, we have a travel trailer which was donated to us, thankfully, through our church. We're really appreciative of that. There's 5 that all live together. So that's my husband, Joe, and me, and our 17-year-old son, Jacob, who goes to Paradise High, and our 7-year-old son, Joe, who goes to Achieve Charter in Chico, and then our 2-year-old daughter, Rosie.
5 people in a travel trailer.
Yes. So we get up at 5:30. So we're in the truck by 6:55. We have to get Jacob to the bus stop in Orville to get to school.
Good morning.
And then I go to work, and Joe goes and takes little Joe to school in Chico. And then he has to take our daughter to be taken care of in Paradise by my sister. And then he works in Magalia. And Jacob has football practice until 6:30 or 7. And by the time we get home every night, it's 7:30 or later, probably closer to 8. So it's a long day.
Thank you. How do you describe that to someone, your family living situation?
Chaotic.
Poor Jacob, he has been so amazing through this all. So he's 17 years old and he has to share a room with his 7-year-old brother and his 2-year-old sister.
We're all like grumpy, bumping into each other, like, until finally like we all get into the car and we're like, okay, time to wake up, time for work, school, and daycare.
Rosie's a little bit young, so she definitely rolls with everything, and she's she's fine. Joe is 7, and he's also autistic, and so before the fire, he had problems with transitions at school.
Mommy! He had a great day. Oh, awesome! Thank you.
So going in from recess to work, or anytime something changed or was different from his routine, he had a really hard time with.
That way was being a dinosaur.
Oh, that's fun. You like dinosaurs. Were you a dinosaur too?
Yeah.
His teachers at the end of last year, after the fire, they said that Joe was actually having an easier time with transitions and being more flexible and just going with things post-fire than he had been before, which is amazing.
Today, Everett made cookies.
That's awesome. Did he share with you?
Yeah.
That is so nice.
Sweet.
Again, everybody reacts to things differently, but that's one positive for us is he's had an easier time with things.
Welcome, Bobcats. How long have you been in Paradise?
Living in Paradise? 3 months, something like that. I moved from Pennsylvania. I lived with my mom and my stepdad out there, and I don't know, I came out here and visited, and it was a really great community. So that kind of led me to like ask if I could stay with them, and they were okay with it. So I guess they have to deal with me now.
Isn't that a big change for a teenager? You kind of moved in the middle of high school from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah, it was really big, but at the same time, all I could think of was not many people get the experience in their lifetime to move across the country and just like be able to start like not just a new life, but just be like moving to like one side and being able to like start a whole new friend group, like have like a whole new half of a family. It was amazing just to have that experience.
Where were you the morning of the fire?
I was like sitting in the cafeteria because that's where I sat in the mornings with my friend, typical high school morning, and then like it got darker and we were like, oh, this definitely is weird, like hopefully they'll cancel school so I can go home. As it gets worse, your thinking goes from like, man, I hope in science we don't do anything much because I don't feel like doing anything, to like, man, I hope everything's okay over on that side of the town. I called Amy and was like, we're like getting out of school, and at that point I told her I was going to go with my friend. Now that I look back at it, we went to Burger King and ate breakfast there. We were like the last people to eat at that Burger King. Like I told that lady that I hope her shift ends soon so that she could go home and get away from like the fire and everything.
We originally had a plan to meet at our church.
I really wanted to go to the church, but at the same time, as we were calling my friend's house, we'd just gotten there. Like I couldn't just leave and try to like go save myself. I had to make sure that they were okay and that they got out, they got their stuff out, and that they were safe.
Luckily, he decided to leave with his friend's family to go all the way down to Chico.
Go ahead.
Which ended up being a good thing, because by the time Joe and I got down to where our church is, you couldn't even turn on that street because everything was blocked off.
How'd you feel when you saw your family?
I was really happy. I mean, I couldn't imagine the stress that put on her of me just saying that I was gonna like risk it all just for like my friend.
Knowing, that he didn't go to the church, he went to help his friends instead, to me that's like a huge, step, like he actually thought about, not himself. He thought of, his community, which I am so proud of, like that he would do that.
Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
Is Mom home?
Yep, she's back here.
My mom's house survived. It's amazing.
When you see Paradise now, how do you see it and how do you feel?
It still hurts. It's not going to be the same. It's different. Gone. It's If I didn't know this was my mom's street, I wouldn't recognize it at all. Just all of the landmarks and houses and things that I grew up knowing are gone. It's a completely different landscape. It was devastating. It wiped out the whole image that people had had of our town. Yeah, a long time ago when I was little, Lola and Truman lived here. Some people would say, oh no, they weren't affected, but I think most people understand that everybody in that town was affected. It's a great town. A lot of people that care.
A lot.
Even if it is different now. Because even if you didn't lose your home, you lost your community. You lost neighbors and friends that have decided to move on. It was good. It was good growing up here. It was a good neighborhood.
Listening to Amy stories about how growing up with all of her friends and everything else, I never had that.
There were manzanita and pear trees and crab apples.
That's something, if we do get a house, we need to get like that. I want the kids to have that memory of picking apples and all that stuff like you do. So listening to Amy's stories, yeah, I wanted that for my children. I thought that would be awesome for them to have the memories.
This neighbor was Mary, and I used to go over to her house and she would give me graham crackers.
So that's nice. They are bringing dirt so they can start building a house.
Good. I'm glad to see that. Come on, Jacob. If anybody knows Paradise, we're a football town. I don't know if we should cheer at practice. It might embarrass
We really want to be that parent.
Oh yes,
Yes,
we do.
we will be that one parent.
If fire didn't happen, I don't know if I would have joined football, because I would have just been that new kid on the team. I wouldn't have known anything. Like, it just would have been weird.
Hey, you gotta get your dab.
Like, at first I was like, this really is not fun. I really hope that like it gets better. It didn't. So now I learned just to deal with it, and we practice hard. That way in the games it's so much better.
Jacob, being a newcomer to the team, as well as a newcomer to the town, has just been taken in. All of his teammates and coaches have been encouraging him. They push him, they support him. They got their equipment yesterday, and he put it on, and you could just see the pride.
Glow. Comes home all excited about his new bruise or whatever that he got hurt on. He's so excited about it. I'm so happy.
I mean, this is his first year playing football, so he likely won't play a lot. We don't care. We will be out there with our sign. We have a joke that we're going to be, what's our sign going to say?
Oh.
Warm that bench like a pro, Jacob. He's out there playing for Paradise High.
Now that you have the fire, like, all of you have something in common, which is a great first starter of a sentence. It just made us more of a family. I don't think I'd rather have a football team any other way.
Those guys say brothers to the bone, and in the short time that Jacob's been on that team, I can tell you that is absolutely how all of those guys feel. They're amazing.
Can you tell us about the first game? How was that?
It was huge. And everybody, I think, had tears in their eyes, just knowing that we were all together back in a town.
Running down those stairs was amazing. Everyone's around you, like high fives are everywhere, everyone's yelling for us. It was like an experience you just can't imagine.
I've seen lots of spirit, lots of pride. We've always had a good football team, but nothing like this. Just heartwarming. It brings tears to my eyes. And all of these guys on the team are going through the same things. They're all commuting from far away. This is what they've made a commitment to, and they're sticking to it. It's a blessing and an honor to be out here with the Paradise team. This is one of those days that will just always be part of our history.
We really beat them guys. It was 42-0. We did not let up the whole game. We had to go out there and we had to show them that this is Paradise and we are back.
You did that. Pretty energetic. I mean, we just won our first game this season, and that's really awesome.
Now all we got to worry about is our second goal, and that's to beat the next opponent, and then beat the next opponent.
I almost got emotional when we were in the gym getting our talks and everything. Like, literally, it was so heartfelt that you just couldn't. Like, if you didn't share emotion, it was like I don't know how, because I myself was almost on the brink.
Bobby! Bobby!
Our coaches today, like, they told us that even though we're nervous, like, you know, it just means you care. And I think after they started saying that, I was like, yeah, I do care.
Just the way that we have a family now is amazing. You have your family that you could talk to, you have your friends you could talk to, and now you have your football family you could talk to. It's just amazing having all these people.
Well, I don't know what I could teach other people, just that the way that we got through was from humor, so always keep your sense of humor.
A few days after the fire, we made a list of stuff we were happy we lost. And one of them being for us was the bed, our bed we slept in. I don't miss that at all. It has its good days and bad days. You know, some days it's very stressful and it's beyond control trying to get everybody ready inside the trailer and stuff, but there's some days where I'm happy that we are in the trailer because we are so close together that I think as a family we talk more.
I think it was named Paradise for a reason. I mean, everything happens for a reason. I won't call that fire by the name everybody else calls it because it was the fire. It was huge, it was horrible, but it does not define us. We are Paradise. That's our name and that's who we will continue to be.
I mean, I know everything about this town, man. From churches to the hospitals to the nurses.
My name's Stephen Murray, and I've lived in Paradise for 31 years.
I used to work at a daycare. I used to be a preschool teacher. I worked at Les Schwab, Big O Tires. I used to be a firefighter.
Every time I went somewhere, people would ask, you know, where are you from? And I said Paradise, and it was just paradise. It was just a small community, you know? It was a beautiful place to live.
So here's Apple Tree Village Mobile Home Park, where we're turning into.
I love seniors. I love them to death. My mom works at an assisted living place as well. I've got my mom's patience and heart and will to just want to help people. So I fit right in. I started working here June of 2015.
How many homes were here?
167 homes and 281 seniors. The mobile home park was 55 and over, but the average age was 72. There were a few in their 90s, a few in wheelchairs. I just loved it. You know, I took care of them and they took care of me. I was a grandson that some never had, or the son that some lost. I was just that person that they felt comfortable with.
Can you kind of play back, or just what you can remember of what you were doing here the morning of the campfire?
Yeah, so I came to the park around 6:45 in the morning and just started driving through here, honking my horn in my truck.
I gotta stop and make sure this guy's okay.
And yelling out the windows, telling everyone, get in your cars.
You gotta get out of here, but it's all gridlock. There's fires right here on the other side of the park, right there.
I know these seniors. I know a lot of seniors had guns. Here I am gonna kick someone's door in at 7:30 in the morning and I'm gonna get shot.
Leroy, answer the door.
That was running through my mind. That was my mindset of videotaping these things, because if something happened really bad, luckily nothing did.
This is what we have back here.
What goes through my mind is that there were that many people living here one day, and the next morning they were all gone. And I didn't know for a month and a half if they were alive. I miss it. Apple Tree Village was my retirement job. I would have never left there. I found a piece of wood in someone's shed and wrote on there saying, please call me. I wrote it on the fence, I wrote it on there, but it wore off. It's been 8 months. But I needed to know that they were okay. So that's one of the hardest things now, is moving on, is trying to find that job that you really love.
Hi. What are you doing, buddy?
Hey there.
Moving around.
These are my friends. How are you doing?
What's the camera?
Have you been able to get in touch with any of them since it's because it's leveled? The mobile home park is leveled.
It is. They're scattered all over the United States. I've been able to talk to every single resident of Apple Tree Village, and it's a blessing.
Oh, I'm still pretty sad. I hate this. I hate where I'm living.
I'm sorry.
I know.
And to find out that all 281 seniors made it out alive without any harm done to them is a miracle. We've been here in Vina for 4 months. We went from Reno to Sacramento. We went from Sacramento to Corning. We went from Corning to Corning again. We moved to Orland, then we got flooded out, so we moved to Capay, which we thought was higher ground. Now we were living out in Vina.
So how many people are living inside the trailer?
There's 4 of us, my wife, my 2-year-old, and my baby that's 11 months old.
I would imagine it gets cramped.
Pretty cramped. Yeah. Can't explain it. It's move or you're gonna get bumped out of the way. Everything was great. We lived together in our house on Coral Avenue, and she had a beautiful son, Azariah. We wanted to get married. She got pregnant. My baby was born on September 16th, 5:48 a.m. at home. And we had a midwife in the front living room, and it was just such a surreal moment. I wanted my baby to be born and raised in the house. So losing our home, the hardest part was that my baby, we did that part. She was born in the house, but she couldn't be raised in the house. Yeah, so unfortunately, hopefully I don't cry, but my baby was raised in the back of my truck in a car seat. Bouncing around from hotel to hotel. And then May 5th, 2019. We planned on getting married before the fire, and then we planned on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, which was our 2-year anniversary. I call it a magical wedding. Nothing went wrong, everyone got along. It was bringing 2 families together, and it was just, it was an amazing time. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we're just trying to survive out here in a trailer in the middle of nowhere.
What does that say?
It's our happy place, Steve and Audrey. Somebody got that for our wedding, so when we get a house, we can put it up. We don't want company here just because it's like, there's no place to put our clothes. You know what I mean? They get put there, and then the kids pull them down, and then they're, okay, what's clean, what's dirty, and like, where do you put your laundry basket? Where do you put your diaper hamper? I'm over it. I'm over, we're very blessed. You know what I mean? The trailer we were in before was 27 feet. This is 38 feet. It's hard, but it has to be the way of life right now because this is all there is. This is all we got. This last 10 months, I've drove to Arkansas, Idaho, Oregon, Nevada, Texas. I've drove all over the place. I've been driving 10,000 miles a month for the last 10 months. Relocating survivors. So we've got the hashtag Paradise Strong that I've been wearing since November 20th, I think they came out. Hashtag SEM Love, which had Steve and Craig Murray spreading the love, and that's just something that someone started a long time ago.
How many people do you think you've helped?
I know that I've gotten 41 trailers for families. No boy. I do a lot of furniture donations, so people from all over the place drive here, drop off donations. Hi, babe. Yeah, how are you? It's okay. How'd you like that rain?
2 sprinkles.
2? Look, it's all wet right here.
Where were you able to find all of those trailers and all of these donations?
In the very, very beginning, I did a Facebook Live on November 11th. Coral Apple Foundation has was able to help a couple families with some generators. I've done 360 of them now. I was doing 2 a day. I would wake up in the morning and tell people what my day was looking like, and then I would do one at the end of the day and just let them know, hey, trailer's behind me. So I want to thank Josh. Coral Apple raised $5,000 for this trailer. This is what we got done, but this is what we need. And so I've got a lot of support out there. So a lot of people have reached out to me and said, hey, we found this lady in Orville. She's sleeping behind McDonald's. She's in her car. Can you help? And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Sylvia. I don't know if you've ever lived in your car, but that little Subaru has both dogs and her in it in the last 9, almost 10 months. So she's literally been in her car since November 8th. You may have someone that wants to donate $1,000, but they don't know how or who to help.
You just got a package. I did? Yeah. Do you want me to open it for you? Sure. Okay.
If I go to your house and I take a trailer away and you don't hear from me, where did your trailer go? So on a Facebook Live, I show the family that your trailer went to, and I show the happy ending. not just an ending where you donated $1,000 and you don't know where your money went.
You got a nice new pair of jeans.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
I was a survivor, then I was a supporter, and then I became a supporter of all the supporters. And with that being said, you have a lot on your plate.
How many hours have you volunteered?
3,343 is the last time I checked. It's a lot of hours.
Do you think you're spreading yourself too thin? Is your family okay, or your wife okay? Does she want you home more?
Hi, baby. I do know that family time is very important, and it's hard.
How are you?
With the need that's out there, it's hard. It's really hard to tell someone I can't do something because I know I can.
It seems like this helps you a lot too. It helps you heal, or does it give you purpose?
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because this whole time I was dealing with my anger, my stress, my depression by helping others. I bet you're happy to have a phone, huh?
Yeah. Where is it?
It's right here. Until this day, it's a fact that when I go out and I help someone for an hour here and 5 other people, my day is used up by helping others, so I don't concentrate on my own problems. I'm able to think about other people, think about what their needs are, and if I could fulfill those needs, it's huge for me.
Yeah, what happened to the other one? We lost it?
We lost it. It's all right, though.
I'm glad we said we.
We did, yeah.
I love Steve. You know, we've known each other for a long time.
Long
Steve.
time. At the end of the day, I just felt good in my heart that I was able to help people. Yeah, new neighborhood here in Chico. Took me 10 months to find this house. This is what we were gonna have. Never happened. That was our dream, to have a little farm. This here's an award from Golden Eagle Films that presented that to me. You got pillows that people have sent.
Yeah, oh nice.
That's my hashtag.
Where did the name of your nonprofit come from?
Coral Apple Foundation. I lived on Coral Avenue and I want to rebuild my home. And Apple, being Apple Tree Village, where I want to rebuild my old job. And then with the nonprofit, you should be able to rebuild and help people rebuild, and that's one thing I want to do for myself. It's home. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's hard to settle right now, you know. Where I lived in my dream home, I lived in my dream job. It's hard. It's really, really hard. They're all gifts. Someone just gave us the Butte Strong. I will never forget what you did for our family. Since the fire, if anything's come from this, all this negativity, the positive stuff is friendships. A lot of friendships have been made through this, and that's a blessing.
I'm gonna miss it.